Hello everyone, this is Dr. Rajani, Assistant Professor, Department of Homeopathy Materia Medica. Today we are here to discuss Anacardium oriental. Uh, this has a peculiar action on the mental sphere. Now, starting from the characteristics, if you see, the very much peculiar symptom what Anacardium orientalis has is pressing or penetrating pain as from a plug. This plug sensation is being seen throughout. There is a feeling of a plug in the spine also, which aggravates by any kind of motion. Uh, Examination funk. Also, there is sensation as if knees were banded. A curious symptom is a great propensity to swear. This also is being seen mostly in anacardium. There is tendency to suicide, but especially by shooting themselves. On the mental plane, what you see is fixed ideas of various kinds. Some of them are like they feel like that their body and mind are separated, that he is double. Also, he feels that on the one side of his shoulder is demon who is sitting, and he is telling that or mostly he is telling the most offensive things to him, and on the other side there is God sitting on him. He sees everybody's face in a glass except his own, right? So these are few very fixed ideas and also delusions which we see in Anacardium orientalis. When the digestion is complete, the pain is worst in the abdomen and it lasts until the next meal, right? So first they eat, then the pain would not be there. After 2-3 hours, pain would be seen when the digestion is completed. Next, after that, pain aggravates. Then again they have to eat. Then the pain would be better for time being. Other than this, what we see is many kind of mental aberrations, that they hear voices of persons from far away, of the dead persons, voices behind her. They seems to have two will, right? Also, they feel that they're in a dream. Sensations, mostly of the plug, as I have said. Other than that, there is sensation of a hoop or band around the body or about any part of the body. Next, what we talk about is the mental sphere. Mostly hypochondriacal sadness is being seen. Also, the melancholic ideas, anxiety, apprehension. There is fear of approaching death. Also, they have fear and mistrust of the future, with discouragement and despair. They have disposition to take everything amiss, to contradict, and to fly into a rage. They frequently scream loudly as if to call someone, and so furious that it has to be restrained. Uh, Mostly keeping the things and handling the things, they are very much awkward with. Manners are awkward, silly. Uh, for example, they have disposition to laugh at serious things. If someone has died and they get to hear that news, they start laughing instead of becoming sad and grieving. They start laughing, right? They cannot maintain a serious demeanor when anything laughable occurs. So basically, like when there is something over which person should laugh, this person would be serious, and there is something when it is serious, they start laughing. They say they feel as if there are two wills, one which rejects and the other one which requires. They have fixed ideas. Mostly what you see here is that they are feeling that they are double. Their soul and the body is different, separate. They feel that there is nothing real, as if they're in dreams. All appears like a dream to them. Sometimes they feel like there is a stranger, mostly and constantly by his side, and one to the other side, right? Sometimes they feel like there is on the left side one devil is there, on the right side God is there. They feel like that her husband is not her husband, her child is not hers, so fondles then pushes them away. These are being seen. Irresistible desire to blaspheme and to swear. Next is a sensation as if the mind and body are separate. There is extreme weakness of the mind and of the memory. Loss of memory is also being seen. Soon forgets everything. Consciousness of forgetfulness takes away appetite. There is also weakness of all the senses and absence of ideas. If you talk about the particular symptoms, especially of head, they have confusion, head confused, fits of giddiness, they have vertigo, especially on walking. They feel like as if all objects were too distant or undulating, whirling, dizziness with obscuration of the eyes on stooping, headache from noise, and at every step, especially on the false step, headache in consequence of intellectual labor which they cannot do, especially the location is temples, pressive pain in the temples as from the nail, which aggravates after eating, in the cold air also, and from the exertion of mind. Eye symptoms, when you talk about, they have again their particular peculiar sensation of plug and pressure in the eyes as from plug. Objects seems too far, photophobia. They feel a nimbus around the candle in the evening, dark kind of a circle around the flame of candle. Ears, they feel, imagines actually the whispers of blasphemy in his ears. They hear sounds from the old or dead persons from far away. Epistexis, diminution of the senses of smell. Also, there is sense of smell is too acute and illusionary. Constant smell before the nose as of pigeon's dung or burning tinder. Teeth, when you are seeing, there is tearing and jerking pain, especially in the evening towards 10 o'clock. Mouth, when you see, the tongue would be white and rough, dryness in the mouth and in the throat, including the offensive smell from the mouth, not observed by the patient though. Appetite, fetid taste would be there in the mouth, violent and constant thirst with sensation as of suffocation when drinking. So while drinking, there is suffocation. But when they have their food, that is dinner especially, the symptoms disappear. Again, when the digestion process is complete, that is after 2 to 3 hours, the pain reappears. There is also pressure in the stomach, especially after the meal, as I've said, and whenever they do any mental exertion, there is this trouble with great thirst and with arrest of breathing while drinking. Vomiting of the ingesta would be seen, and that also gives relief. Painful sensation in cardiac end of stomach on walking faster. Abdominal pain, that is colic mostly in the abdominal or umbilical region, mostly pressive or dull pain and shooting aggravated by respiration, cough and external pressure. Again, they have in intestine also, they have this plug kind of sensation, that as if a blunt plug is being inserted. If you talk about the stool symptoms, there is fruitless inclination to go to stool, difficult evacuation, even of the softer stools. So that is because of the inactivity of the rectum and oozing of the moisture from the rectum. Fissures of the rectum would be seen. Clay colored urine which turns turbid. Male sexual organs, when you're talking about, it is increased or inexcitable sexual desires along with the want of enjoyment during coition. Flowing of prostrate fluid while at stool, and during that hard stool, semen also passes away along with the stool. Leukorrhea is being seen in the females with itching and excoriation in the parts. Menses would be mostly frequent but scanty, along with nausea during the pregnancy. Respiratory complaints are also there, mostly hoarseness and sensation of excoriation in the throat. expectoration of blood with the cuff. Mostly violent and convulsive cough is being seen, which is mostly seen due to the tickling in the pharynx, especially at night and after eating. There is shortness of breath, uh, which causes the patient to seek for the open air, along with the pressure in the chest and pricking in the region of the heart. Piercing pains would be there through the region of heart, a stiffness at the nape of the neck, pressure upon the shoulder as from a weight. Limbs, if you see, they have sensation of paralysis in the knees, cold feet when walking, particularly in the morning, and cramp-like pains in the bones and in the joints of the hands and of the fingers. Trembling, drawing pains are also being seen around the knees. Burning and itching in the skin, blisters would be there. Uh, any kind of size can be seen. Often scarlet red, and sometimes sense of burning would be there. Sleep, inclination to sleep at an early hour with disturbed sleep in the night. Goes to sleep mostly late, but heavy sleep till 9 a.m. in the morning. Dreams, if you talk about, they have dreams of project, of fire, of disease, death, and mostly of the dangerous kinds. Meditations also sometimes. This is all about anacardium. I hope this helped. Next time we'll be discussing some other remedies. Thank you.